So we got to watch some live action yesterday, padded practice, which is weird because I don't think I've seen too much of that when I've been out here. Just the times I was producing bad radio or when we were hosting, a lot of times that's when that was happening. I've watched a lot of one-on-ones, some 7-on-7, but that might have been the first time I've actually seen them go, hey, call out situations and the offense and defense are keeping score against each other.
Yeah, so Bones is up in the tower.
Yeah.
And he's on a loudspeaker, and he'll yell out, all right, the twos, so the second team gets in there.
Quarterback by Trey Lance, I'm just saying.
In talking to media guys...
He didn't look good.
In talking to media guys, they say he has sucked.
Yeah, he did not look good.
He's been very bad so far. It's early.
They're basically letting him lose the job.
And, yes, they kind of are of the thought of, why is he with the twos? Well, it's that they know what Cooper Rush is.
That's exactly
It's
what
not going to get better. It's not going to get worse. He's solid. He's just what he is. Trey Lance, though, they got to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if this guy has something, they got to see as much of him as possible.
Yeah. Well, I saw about 3 series yesterday, and it was a disaster.
He looks impressive.
No, he
Just
might be the fastest guy on the team.
As a human,
CD. Yeah.
like he's big.
Also, bad number, by the way.
I didn't realize how big he was.
19 is a terrible number for a quarterback.
Ooh.
I don't like it. What, is that Bernie?
It's Bernie Kosar.
My bad, dude.
That's all right. He's very big and gangly himself.
I just don't like it. It looks...
But he looks real athletic. He's obviously, like, he's just taller than I thought.
He's a freak.
Thicker.
Yeah.
Like he's more solid than I thought. But, yes, according to any media guy you talk to, it's like, yeah, he's not been very good at all.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so then they'll start you on, the 25 or the 30 and be like, all right, it's 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
All right, now it's 4th and 4, and you got it. If you can convert it, now it's whatever it is, and see if the defense can stop you. And they're I guess, kind of going all out. You know?
It looked like it. I mean, they try not to go to the ground. You kind of try to make the impact, and then they just will say
this would be a tackle.
You're down there. Yeah. But if the defense stops them, I think they had it at the 5, and then there was a Jake Ferguson false start, and then you bring on Brandon. And that's 3 for the offense, 4 for the defense because they were able to hold them to a field goal. But, it's really cool to watch. I mean, you can hear "Here We Go" as loud as you're ever going to hear it because nobody's really cheering and there's no music.
Trey Lance tries it. It just doesn't go the same.
Well, is it better or worse than when Cooper Rush does it?
Cooper Rush actually sounds a lot like Dak nowadays.
Okay, I'll have to note that. Because I didn't see him play at all yesterday.
No, but I mean, I just remember
when we filled in.
I pulled audio from the games.
Yeah,
and it's hard to tell them apart. But yes, Trey Lance doesn't feel comfortable doing the "Here We Go."
It's weird that other people have to do it, but I get it for continuity and the uniform nature of it. But it was really cool to watch. I mean, everybody was fired up. I cannot wait for tomorrow.
You were remarking yesterday that the fans in the stands were.
Yeah, it's weird.
Were the stands even 10% full?
Probably about 10%.
Yeah.
And the first time I was here, so it's hard to kind of visualize, although I think we're going to do some video stuff over the next couple days so you can see it. There's bleachers on one sideline, and on the other sideline, it used to just be the whole thing was just fenced. There was a fence, and there would be fans, like I said yesterday, from maybe around midfield down to the goal line on the end where the players walk to that goal line to go into their exit. There would be people there all day. Now they have put in VIP tents that basically extend down to the 30-yard line, maybe 20-yard line where the players exit. So that's all eaten up by VIP stuff, and that was pretty much empty. So you have a limited amount of space for regular fans on that side. There was hardly anyone over there. On the opposite side where the bleachers are, I don't know, it was maybe 10% full. It's just weird, because it was a live action day. I'll be interested to see what tomorrow's like with the Rams coming in here and a full-on, thing. But I
bet it'll be packed.
I bet it will be too. And I've been, like Blake has, watching these videos from other camps to see the fights, and there's way more people there than there are here. Way more. Now, part of that is that most people just do it where they live, where their facility is, so it's easier. But It's the least amount of people I've ever seen here by a wide margin.
And I was wondering, is it because it's like week 2 or whatever? But last week they were saying that too.
Yeah. So the only Cowboy topic I have for you today, and maybe we'll end up talking to this guy. Who knows? My article, dmagazine.com/sports, this week was on their first-round pick this year, Tyler Guyton, Oklahoma. Have you completely even forgot that they drafted an offensive lineman in the first round?
No, because I do know they lost a big one.
Yeah.
So,
2, really.
Oh, yeah, they lost their center, too.
Yeah. So I wrote about him just because it's a really weird deal. First of all, they've decided Tyler Smith is a guard. That's going to be his position going forward. He was a second-team All-Pro last year and has the potential to be an elite NFL guard, which is awesome because he was a tackle. It worked out.
Yeah, that's interesting because I thought the plan was to move him to left tackle.
Yeah, but I guess they just... And
he was pretty good when he did have to play left tackle.
He was
as a rookie.
All-rookie his first year. He made the All-Rookie team.
But
if that's what he likes, and it doesn't mean he can't ever do it, it's kind of like Zach Martin. If they need it, he could probably do it. But for now, they like him there.
Like Micah, though, with the edge, the money, if you're a good one.
Yeah,
you'll get more
there's
as a left
definitely
tackle.
something to that, but I've read in doing this piece and watched a lot of his interviews, and I think he wants to be a guard. Because he wants to be comfortable there and not go back and forth. So they opt for, trading back in the first round from, was it 24 or 26?
I don't remember.
It was one of those two to 29 where they selected Guyton. And I didn't really know that much about the guy. I didn't prep that hard for the draft this year, to be honest with you. When they're drafted that late, I just am I don't know. What's the point? So I looked into him pretty hard. And first of all, the reason I did this is because, for the most part, the stories coming out of Cowboys camp are not good. Whether it's lack of fan interest, the fact that CD's not here, the fact that Dak is hey, if I play for another team, I play for another team. Not a whole lot of positivity coming out of this thing, right? Mm-hmm. But everybody's been talking about that Tyler Guyton is just manhandling people, including Micah. There were a couple videos that went viral of him in full pad go, and he just locked Micah up. And so that's why I decided to write about him. And, the fact that over the last, basically dating back to Tyron in 2012, that you would have a hard time finding a better team, a team with a better record of drafting and developing offensive linemen than the Cowboys. If Travis Frederick had kept playing, he would have been in the Hall of Fame. So that would have been 3 that they drafted in Martin, Tyron, and Frederick that are straight up Hall of Fame. Terrence Steele was undrafted and started his rookie year at right tackle and has now been given a second contract and is beyond serviceable. Tyler Smith, everybody thought they overdrafted him.
Mm-hmm.
And he made all-rookie his first year, changed positions, and was a second-team All-Pro his second year. That's crazy. That's Tyler Biotish. Another team wanted him.
Yeah.
Enough to where another team wanted him. And even guys like Connor Williams, they drafted him in the second round. They thought that he wasn't worth bringing back for a second contract, but the Dolphins signed him immediately. And he got hurt last year, and he's probably done, to be honest. So they dodged a bullet on that one. Smart decision. But the point is, they're pretty good at this. So they draft Guyton. They're going to make him their left tackle. There's really not another option. Center's kind of up in the air between Cooper Beebe and the other vet they brought in. But Guyton's their left tackle. I did not know that he really didn't start playing football until he was a junior in high school. He was a basketball player because he's huge. And he was a defensive lineman in college. In high school. Started out at TCU, where his initial position, because he just told him he wanted to get on the field, his first year was the COVID year, so he didn't play. His sophomore year at TCU, he was a tight end. His first year as an offensive lineman was his junior year at Oklahoma. He has started a total of 15 games as an offensive lineman.
Wow, so they recruited him as a defensive lineman.
I think they recruited him as a body.
Uh-huh.
And we're we'll figure it out. You're huge, you're athletic, you're a defensive lineman.
They started tight end.
Yeah, H-back. He actually caught a touchdown at TCU.
And then he got in the portal.
Mm-hmm. and got to Oklahoma, and they made him a tackle. A right tackle. He's never played left tackle. I think he had one snap in college as a left tackle, but that's not that big of a deal.
But he's played. But they are going to start him as their left tackle.
Yeah, and because
that's interesting.
He got hurt a couple times in college, so all told, he has started across 2 years a total of 15 games at tackle, and it was right tackle.
Wait, did they have a lefty quarterback? No.
No, it was Caleb.
Okay.
Probably the whole time, right?
Okay.
No, not Caleb.
Last year?
I was just trying to
Caleb
think, who was he
the first
protecting?
year.
Dylan Gabriel?
Dylan Gabriel's not left-handed, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he was
That
protecting the strong side, or
Okay.
the weak side, or what do you call that?
I'm trying to think of like who those were. 2020. He probably never was with Caleb then. Any Rattler, maybe? No. But in any case.
Yeah, I don't know.
There you go.
I
I
don't know
didn't
if
think
that's
about that.
big concern, or
I'm not worried about the
switching
left
from
right
to
thing.
left, but
I'm more thinking of the idea that you've been an offensive lineman for 15 games.
yeah, no, that's very Trey Lance quarterback.
Yeah.
Although I bet it's way different.
But also, if you wanted to look at the positive of it and the things people are saying about the guy is like, when this guy figures out like our playbook, he's going to be an elite left tackle because he's that big.
So if he's
that
this
quick.
good already,
yeah,
handling Micah in practice,
yeah.
Like, what about when he learns the
freaking
tricks?
Sky's the limit.
Because they always say a few years in,
Yeah, I mean Tyler Smith is
defense and offensive lineman.
Yeah, for sure.
You learn tricks that.
Tyler Smith has talked about him throughout camp. Obviously, he's being asked about him. He's going to line up next to him, and he's like, "Dude, this guy's a beast. He's a absolute beast. He's very sure of himself. He's got an edge, and once he knows exactly what we're trying to do here, he's going to be, So there's a chance that like 2 years from now, they have, as Zach Martin ages, which apparently is not happening." If you look at his career right now, I mean, he was maybe the best guard in the NFL or top 5 last year. They might have 2 all-pro caliber offensive linemen again.
It's incredible. I mean, that's what good teams do.
And it's funny because, when you write an article, you kind of have to like frame it in a certain way. And the way that I did it was, so the things that are a real problem right now are everybody's asking about McCarthy. Everybody's asking about why CD isn't here. Everybody wants to know what's going to happen with Dak. They essentially completely set out free agency. Who handles those problems? Okay, put those over here. The other one is they feel really good about Tyler Guyton and Marshawn Nealon right now. And who handles those? So on one hand, you have the Jerry and Steven problems, which have been completely unaddressed. And on the other hand, you have a real history of the scouting and development side of things being good enough to where guys are good enough to earn another contract. So, anyways.
Although one of the problems is also Mozzie. That's another thing some of the writers have been telling me that have watched every single practice is that. Yeah, because that's what everybody's watching, the year 2 step for like he's got to do something.
Yeah.
Micah was saying that. And
yeah.
Apparently he's, along with Trey Lance.
I don't. It's really weird, man. I mean, it's been this way forever. Think about Taco. And everybody said that Taco was like a Rod Marinelli pick. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's weird. I mean, they have such a great track record on the offensive side up front and just an absolute trash record on the defensive line outside of, DeMarcus Lawrence. And I guess the idea to make Micah an edge, they deserve credit for that. Maybe more DQ. And then on the Micah front, we did play the audio yesterday. Micah is noticeably leaner. Like he's borderline like wide receiver body right now, like a big body. Like he almost looks like what's his name? I'm blanking on Seattle.
DK?
He almost looks like DK Metcalf. Like he's a big bodied receiver now. So
that's what I thought when we were standing with him.
I don't know how that all shakes out. I know they want to play him off ball more, but maybe that changes with Sam Williams going down. But he's definitely a thinner dude this year.
All right. Well, we played Micah yesterday, but we have a couple other player interviews to bring you, and we'll do that after we break.
The Dumb Zone.
How do you like these numbers?
So let's go back to the Cowboys then,
Okay.
because we
Heim, maybe.
Yeah.
So when we took a break,
Barbecue guy.
we went out to the field.
Different guy.
So we could get some player.
Hold your pads and you hold it.
player interview type stuff. And then we saw Jeff Cavanaugh and said, hey, join us for the second half of the program today. And we were like, could you fit us in your schedule?
Yeah, my tough schedule. What do you mean the second half? You guys already did a half? Did I miss a half?
Yeah.
This is second half.
Oh, I missed a half.
You think we just start like that?
Yeah.
Like an open and stuff?
No. We got stuff going on, bruv. So,
Me too.
yesterday's players' interviews, though, we wanted to play those for you today.
Yeah, we played Micah on the program yesterday.
After the Cowboys break up with practice, that's when the media members, like us, Jeff, not you.
Yeah, that's when I leave.
Cavanaugh leaves because he's just doing like an X's and O's type
He's just here for football.
That's
show.
right.
And we're here to do some bits and interview players. But that's when the media will converge on the players as they're walking off the field. But unless you have something set up ahead of time, which you can do,
We're trying to do with Micah.
there's no rhyme or reason.
Just
it's
grab
just
him.
like, oh, I see. What's his number? Who is that? Okay, let's go. Let's just go see if we can get a few minutes with him. Yeah. So that's what we did.
Could we play the Micah video just as a reset? It's really short, but the great Ty Walker made us a logo that I wanted to show because I think Jake is embracing this nickname.
Oh, there's no doubt. This is me now.
There's audio.
Maybe there's not.
I swear there is, Jeff.
Hey, Micah, you remember my buddy Jake?
Is there any chance you remember who I am?
Oh, yeah, High Spice.
Oh, man, he remembered.
I also bought you a book of feet pictures.
How you doing?
Doing well. We drove an RV here from Texas.
What's the feet
Literally
picture thing?
24 hours. We literally just got
RV's
here.
not too
Take care
bad,
of that.
though.
The feet picture thing is I think he said on a podcast that he loves feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Like that's
when,
a fetish?
When we had him at Ticket Stock, I bought him the best book of feet pictures I could find on the internet.
You remember who he said that to?
No. Go ahead.
That was Amanda Guerra is who he, and then they didn't air it, but apparently he asked her after.
For a feet pic?
Yeah, and they were like, we're going to just not put that in.
Oh, wow.
For you, we're going to not put that in, and we're going to move on with that.
I don't think he would care.
No, I don't either.
So yeah, Hot Spice, that's me, boys.
Interesting.
We talked about
She
it
have
afterward.
nice feet?
Yeah, great feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he knows her feet.
We talked about it afterward. I was about between 5 and 10% confidence level that he. I mean, how many generic-looking white guys does he meet
I didn't think he'd
over the
remember.
course of 3 years?
For sure.
That just look like a douchebag, and he's like, "Oh, Hot Spice,
Yeah.
that's me."
We caught up with our good buddy Brandon Aubrey, and I love this year's training camp bit. It's a great idea. It's
Well, thanks.
It's at the very end, but it's something. Yeah, I think we're gonna ask all the players or show all the players. But yeah, let's get to the Brandon Aubrey one.
Well, do you want to set it up at all?
to hold your pads and you hold
It's like just what settling bets.
Just things we've disagreed about on the show. You know, things that come up that you and I, Blake, disagree on, or Dan and Jake, or
Or Dan and Blake. Like you make fun of me for back-in parking.
I hate it.
I
And
just
you
think
allege that's for old people.
I just think it's a major inconvenience for everyone else.
It really is the most self-centered thing you can do in a car
That's
outside of
very
like
true.
crashing into someone.
That's ridiculous.
And every single time I have to wait. This happened
backing
to me-
out is just as long.
No, it's not. It literally, it's not even close. I watched a guy at Target last Saturday before we left, and he had to try it 3 times. He's blocking the whole thing. There's 2 cars on each side of him, so he can back his big-ass truck in there.
And you're so judgmental.
And then I'm just like, well, let me just whip into this parking spot in 2 seconds and be walking, and when I leave, I will just whip out and go. But if
seems pretty smart to me.
you are primarily
Well,
concerned
I guess
with
we should
yourself,
hear what all the Dallas Cowboys have to say about that.
There we go.
Here's your All-Pro kicker.
Unless you want me to hold your pads and you hold it.
Well, they've come up already. These are like our pro or con. So you're
Okay.
just going to settle some things that we disagree on. When it comes to parking, your thoughts on back-end parking?
Back in parking?
Let's all turn this way for some reason. Just the wind might not hit.
Yeah,
Do you back in?
it depends on the situation, so I'd say like 50-50.
Okay, that's rare. He backs
Okay.
in every time.
Really?
The point is,
I
these
don't-
guys make fun of me.
I don't
Yeah.
back in at all. I find it very annoying.
They think it takes forever.
If you're in a
and-
rush, yeah, absolutely can't do it, but
he can. He will.
well, you'll get out quicker. You'll get home quicker.
When you're at home, let's say
We
you
would have
have
been here
to-
yesterday if you backed in that RV.
When you're at home, let's say you have to go number 1. Do you ever sit down?
no, absolutely not.
Ah.
It's-
Really? Never?
Both of you?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Maybe
I do
that's
every
an age
time.
thing.
yeah.
Because I feel like I
A
learned
little
that.
rest for the
Got
back.
tired.
Also, when your kid is able to walk and you just want to hide,
Absolutely.
you can
Yeah.
just pretend that it's something
I
else.
feel like
Get
my
in
dad
there.
did that too.
Yeah.
He'd always be in the toilet for like 2-3 minutes.
This guy's he's really got high metabolism. Do you have a dog?
I used to, not anymore. Cats.
Almost
Okay.
bear trap.
When you had a dog, if you needed to bathe the dog, but you weren't trying to take it to the groomer where they
Yeah.
bathe it, like it gets in mud or something, what I do is I get in the shower with the dog, but I keep like swim trunks or like my compression shorts or whatever
Okay.
on, and they think that's weird. Would you do it with the shorts on or naked?
If you had to, yes, if you had
With
to
my
bathe the
dog.
dog in the shower.
Because I shower in there.
I'd probably keep shorts on. That's just a little weird for me.
Okay, do you sleep in an eye mask?
No.
Do you think the dog would be more attracted to you if you weren't wearing shorts? Like, why is that weird?
What?
I just
Good follow-up.
parts are touching things that they shouldn't be touching.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Do you take baths?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's been a while, but yeah, Epsom salt baths, like a nice hot bubble baths.
Okay.
Will you take a hotel room bath?
Is it a luxury hotel? I'll take a look. I actually took one on our baby moon, actually.
Let's go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Because this guy will take a hotel room bath like in a motel.
I'm looking at the
No, I
PR
wouldn't do
guy
that,
who's just
but,
going whip,
I
whip.
don't believe in ghosts. My wife kind of does. She thinks our house is haunted, but
Okay.
Really? How come?
every time I leave, she swears she hears footsteps or
There you go,
chains
there,
or
another
something
one.
like that dragging in the haway.
We went on a ghost tour in Albuquerque the other night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was that fun?
No.
Do you believe?
It's boring. No, I don't.
Okay.
So the last thing is, I'm just going to show you this real quick.
Okay.
It's 30 seconds. Do you think that Jerry Jones has ever performed a rap song?
I would guess no.
Okay, well, this is
Why?
some.
See, I would have
something
thought
to
you
show
might have seen this being in Dallas.
Oh, I
Yo,
remember
it
this
lights
commercial.
me up like a Roman candle.
What do you think?
This is grade A. I miss these kind of commercials.
He's kind of killing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Best owner in the league for sure.
Okay. Boy, we didn't expect you to rip him.
Robert Kraft wasn't going to do that.
No.
All right, there you go.
Arthur Blank ain't rapping.
Good to see you,
Okay,
bro.
absolutely. Good to see you guys.
Hey, and if you have to bail, good
Thanks
luck.
a lot, man.
Absolutely appreciate it.
Yeah.
Write everything down.
Give him a little baby advice.
Okay.
Write everything down.
Yeah.
Did you understand the dog thing?
Yeah, I think.
I bathe, like when my dog gets in mud, it's about an 80-pound lab,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to take it to the professional place or
Right.
whatever.
And Dan thinks you should go sans shorts.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if you're in the shower, just shower yourself too.
but I kind of do. But
I'm on your team.
because
I don't want my dong on my dog.
yeah, and they're like, they think it's because either me or the dog are going to become aroused to the point
Yeah,
where,
you'll get a
we
boner.
have sex.
No, I just want my dog to hit a dog.
Yeah,
I
it
can't
seems
control
pretty
myself
basic
if-
to me.
I can't control myself if I don't have my pants on.
Yeah.
I might just look left and right, and well, there's
Yeah.
no one in here.
Yeah,
I just,
and I do love the dog, so you know.
Let's just take it to the next level.
I'm the laziest dog owner ever. It's probably been over a year since either one of my dogs has had a bath.
You have two dogs?
Two
in
dogs in a pool?
Yeah.
In a hot tub.
And a hot
Good
tub.
Lord.
Well, and because I have two dogs and I have a doggy door, which makes it
What the
easy
hell?
access to the house, I went ahead and I turfed the backyard so that
Dude.
they couldn't
Dang,
bring
dude.
mud in.
Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
I've always been a just buy stuff, even if you can't afford it, and just see if you can
Yeah,
make payments.
I kind of
guy.
am too. It's just a number on a computer.
Right. I was like, yeah, I'll buy that
Okay.
pool. And he was like, all right, here's the amount. And I was like, what if I give you this much? And then you just come for me every month. And he's
Yeah.
like, all right.
Well, buy
Yeah.
an electric toothbrush.
Yeah, for sure. You need to
I buy
upgrade
like the
over there.
3-pack of electric toothbrushes
Nah.
for like $7.
This guy's over here using the one the dentist gives him for 3 years, but he's got a pool.
Yeah.
You need a Sonicare. They're $35. 4 out of 5 dentists will say
recommend.
that.
I don't go to the dentist either because I dip and I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's
I'm
bad.
living in the world
See?
of like, if you don't tell me about the cancer,
Yeah, that's true.
The
then
dentist-
it's not there.
The dentist loves me because they say, "Wow, you must floss all the time." Because I do. I floss 3 or 4 times a day, and it all started because of
Dipping.
yeah. Started with Kodiak, moved on to Skoal,
yeah.
and since I would do that throughout the day, then I'd be flossing all the time to clean that out of my teeth.
Do you still do that?
He does
now
both
I do pouches, but I do floss all the time.
What
still.
kind of pouch do you do? What's your
Skull?
What did
Skull
you bring?
wintergreen.
Did you bring a ton out here?
Oh yeah. Why, they don't sell them, or they're real expensive?
Flavored tobacco is illegal in California. I haven't had Copenhagen Long Cut in 10 years. That's
why
what I'm dipping now.
That's why I bought all those vape pods and Wintergreen Zins.
Yeah, no flavored tobacco.
Flavored tobacco is illegal?
No,
Yes.
if you go into the store, it's all long cut, snuff, straight, whatever. There is no wintergreen, no mint, none of that.
And if you want to buy anything for a vape, it has to be tobacco flavored, which is
Yeah, I bought
disgusting.
I brought 2 sleeves.
Oh,
I think
God.
5 will get me through, or 10 will get me through.
How much you want for one of them sleeves, bro?
Interesting.
And now you know he's got pool money.
Yeah,
so-
I know he's got money, too. And
I've
he'll
been
spend
going
money
to-
he doesn't have.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, the
Right.
rudder room's out here, so you got to stay cashed up. How much do you want for a can of that?
Wow.
What do we need?
That's
He carries
interesting.
cash?
Only because of the rudder room. It's
All
a
right, tell us
cash-only
about
bar.
this.
It's a cash-only
No,
bar.
I
in
heard it's
Oxnard.
where like the coaches go.
Oh, sometimes, but
Yeah.
really, it's just the dirtiest. Like
It's
whatever.
in Oxnard?
Yeah, whatever your favorite dirty dive bar is in Dallas, this thing is 6 times more gross.
You a
And-
big drinker?
I'd be willing to challenge you on Fort Worth's chat room, but still.
You said
Okay.
you won't do the herb.
I don't do the herb. It makes me paranoid. I am a drinker. I've tried to become a more mindful drinker, but I've failed at it. Like,
It
because
happens.
you get hungover, and as a 40-year-old who already has anxiety and depression, like when you're hungover, it's a whole mental health crisis. And
It
it's
really
like, that's
is.
it. I'm never drinking again.
Yeah.
And then 5 days later, you get somewhere, and it's like, all right, I had a Fireball and 7 beers, and now people are showing up. Let's have fun.
So, like, what's when's the last time you went to this place? Have you been
the
multiple
Rudder
times
Room?
this week?
I was there, yeah. I've
Oh.
been there 3 times since I've
Okay.
been out here.
Are you staying in Oxnard?
I stayed on Brian Broaddus's rollaway for 3 days.
Okay.
Don't tell the people at the fan, because I'm sure they wouldn't appreciate that. But then I did 4 nights at the Best Western, and now I've been at an Airbnb for
All
2
in
days.
Oxnard?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in Ventura.
Yeah.
So that's why when somebody was like,
Don't talk to me about money. You're in Ventura.
yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
You shouldn't
Yeah,
have said
what are you
that.
doing?
You guys aren't sleeping in this?
No, we're not sleeping in this.
We did driving it for 3 days.
We
Let's
did
move on. What else we
Sorry,
got?
my bad.
We have one more cowboy
Oh.
guest. Same thing, settling our disagreements. It's Luke Schoonmaker.
Looking for a big
Hey,
year
Dan.
from
How's it
Dan.
going? Nice to meet you.
Keep looking.
So
What's going on?
we're gonna do a little thing here. It's like a pro or con, like a settle this, things that we debate on our show.
Lower con,
So you
okay.
just kind of give me your thoughts on it. These are things that
Okay.
generally we disagree on.
Okay.
Look at Jake's new haircut.
Where do you fall on back end parking,
Looks good.
Yeah.
or you just pull in straight?
Gosh, I got a big truck back home, so I'm backing in if I can.
Yeah.
I feel like
There we go.
If I
big
can.
truck guy's always backing in.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
guys are like, oh, you're old,
Oh,
so,
no,
you,
yeah.
so you back in.
This is not going to get any better for me. I definitely pull in straight. When you're at home, you have to pee. Do you sit down ever?
No.
Okay.
My
young.
some of
He's in
my
good shape.
roommates in college I'm like, you guys are like
God
chicks,
made
man.
you
What are we
feel like
doing?
a
Yeah.
Hey, there's plenty of time to hang out and read.
I sit down. Yeah. Also, I have
I
kids,
mean-
so I'm kind of hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just like-
yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Do you have a dog?
Kids
no, not yet.
Do you have a dog?
Dog? Not me personally. My family does. But
Okay, so hypothetically,
Uh-huh.
you need to wash this dog. I have like a 80-pound like lab mix. He's got
Okay.
little toy poodle things.
Okay, I got a mini tuxedo golden doodle.
Okay.
yet. There you go.
I'm surprised Jeff doesn't have
Sometimes you
Great
can't
dog.
take the dog to be
Right.
bathed, whatever, groomed at the place.
Right.
They get in mud or something. I will take the dog in the shower with me, but I will keep my like swimsuit or like my compression shorts
You won't
on.
go in the shower
I won't
naked
go in
with
the
the
shower
dog.
naked with the dog, and they
What do you
think that's
think of that?
weird.
I think that's weird.
Yeah.
I think it's a little sus. Yeah, I'm keeping bathing suit on or
He did
Oh, no,
sus.
you think it's weird to go naked?
yeah.
That's
Okay.
I
Although,
tell
yeah,
him, it's not like I'm worried
that
about
would
the
just
dog,
feel
like-
off.
No, I
don't
think it's
know.
weird. Like he thinks he's going to get too attracted to the dog.
No, but it's like he's tall. She's tall enough to where it's like level with my.
Yeah,
trunk, and I'm like,
I know. And then they start sniffing, and it's like, all right, like.
Let's
it
see
up.
here. This is also not going to go well for me. Do you ever enjoy a nice bath?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yes, let's go.
Epsom salt bath.
Of course, that's
Yeah,
what I'm telling him.
yeah.
All right, how about this?
Epsom
Hotel
salt?
room bath.
Ooh, that's been a while.
Okay.
And probably not.
It just feels too dirty
Yeah,
to me. Like 100
Yeah.
people are in there.
Epsom salt's key though.
yeah.
It's good for the
Nice bath
soreness.
at your own
Yes.
home bath is okay. But
Oh, for sure, yeah.
He's a hotel bath.
What about
Okay.
when you go to sleep at night? What do you think of the idea of wearing an eye mask?
I'm a big eye
I wear
mask guy,
eye masks
Jeff.
for
I can
naps.
see that.
Do you?
Yes.
You need the total darkness.
I use the
Or like LeBron.
I'll use like the black light curtains
Nice.
for sleeping
Means
overnight. but
blackout
naps,
curtains.
big
I don't think
naps
they're
guy, yeah.
black light
This
curtains.
they're not all going to be as controversial as this next one, but I had it on the list. I didn't know you'd be the first guy we talked to today.
Okay.
What kind of music do you listen to? Do you ever listen to hip hop or rap?
Yeah, I'm all over the place.
Okay,
all over the
so
place.
in the event that you're listening to hip hop or rap,
okay.
and there's a word that you can't say anywhere,
You assume the white guy
being
didn't
you,
know
being
rap?
me, and that word comes up,
When you're by yourself
you're in your car, do you censor that or not?
I'm censoring it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for us? Okay. All right, last one. Let's see. Do you believe in ghosts?
Ghosts. Yeah, I think they're entities. Yeah. Yeah.
He did.
All right, I'm going to show you something real quick when we wrap up, okay?
All right.
This is a 30-second video,
Okay.
and it features your owner.
Okay.
Now, do you think Jerry Jones has
Girls,
ever
one
performed a rap song?
Performed a rap song? I
Yeah.
feel like he's done so many things I don't
Okay.
know about that are great.
Well, that ain't no lie.
So I'm going to show you this, and I just want your reaction, okay?
All right.
Fair.
When I'm at Cowboys Stadium or sitting at home.
This can't be real.
It is.
Wait, I haven't seen this.
Roman candle, toppings and flavor on the two Cowboys 5 stars. What I
No way. You're kidding. What? When was that? That had to.
5 or 6 years ago. He kind of
What?
crushed
I
it.
didn't. He did.
All right, man. Well, we
That's
appreciate
funny.
it. Enjoy
Yeah,
your
yeah, I
bat.
appreciate you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right.
Was that pre-Papa John N-word situation, you think?
Yeah.
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 Could you imagine Jerry trying to rap now?
I couldn't imagine it back then,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
It'd be tougher now, I think.
But it's clear that I bet you there's not a single person on that roster that has seen this before. Although Aubrey did say he'd seen it, right? I think he did say, "Oh, I remember this." But I maybe 4 or 5 guys who have ever seen that before.
Yeah, but of course Brandon Aubrey's from here, and he's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Cowboy fan, watching all the games and all that. So.
Yeah.
All right, cool,
Luke
man.
Schoonmaker.
Yeah, seems like a good dude.
He's gonna need a big year, Jeff.
Yeah, he's going to
Yeah.
need a big year.
Yeah.
I'm with Blake. If you heard Blake's analysis,
Yeah.
I'm with Blake.
Yeah.
Could
You
have
think
had
we're
Sam
ready
Laporta.
to not sign Dak and just roll with Trey Lance going forward?
I think if you do, you deserve what you get.
Okay, not a big Trey Lance fan over here.
No.
You know, he's been up and down, and I see the good things that he's got that people really, really like. But if you are the Cowboy fan who's like, Dak sucks, give me Trey Lance, you deserve that.
You know, one thing I haven't heard, but I'll ask you. Is Zeke in the best shape of his career?
I bet he's in the best shape of the last 24 months, give or take.
Really?
I think he looks better than probably in New England, and definitely better than when he left here.
Interesting.
Okay.
I also think he's probably like the 4th best running back here, maybe 5th, something like that. But
Do you think he's gonna get the first carry of the season?
that's my question to everyone, and yes, I do.
Really?
Which is the most Cowboy thing
Yeah.
ever. Like, why would we believe that? Well,
This-
he's running with the first team, but
Yeah.
like Rico Dowdle's better than Zeke at carrying the football. Zeke will absolutely get the first carry.
See, we're just mad because his last snap as a Cowboy isn't going to be at center.
God, that was a great snap.
We just wanted that to be how it was this perfect way to close the whole
career reel.
Hey,
You
yeah.
know,
If you
highlight
don't
reel.
think we could end another season with a scramble drill lateral party where Zeke snaps, like we could get there
There's
again.
hope, yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose so.
We could get back there.
You know, speaking of Dak, you were actually, I remember, I think it was probably when we were all still with The Athletic, and I remember we went to dinner, and it was the year that Lamar was drafted, and you were the draft Lamar guy.
I looked at that yesterday.
Because Dak was coming off a bad year.
Yeah.
I think it was probably 2017 maybe.
Yeah, I think that's
17
it was
or
the Josh
18.
Allen year.
Yeah.
Because there was Josh Allen. It was the Baker year.
Yeah.
I believe Baker, Rosen,
Yeah.
Miss Darnold.
Yes.
Yeah, and then Lamar.
Yeah.
And Lamar went 32nd.
2018.
That's hilarious.
And at the time, yeah, they had tried to roll out just an absolute trash receiver room, the Cowboys, and Dak suffered mightily.
That was receiver by committee. That was the Allen Hurns year.
Allen Hurns. who
Yeah.
Turned that into a pretty big payday. And I don't believe he ever really played after that.
Well, then Lamar probably wouldn't have done well here because he needs like elite receivers.
No,
to
he actually has never had those. They've
No.
essentially just completely neglected all of the skill positions around him.
Oh well, certainly Dak doesn't need elite players around him though.
No,
he's
Oh.
I think he just has to do everything, and if he doesn't, he sucks. I think that's the rules.
Yeah.
Do we do any?
No